You have watched previous teaching programs, right? You must be expert now. You have made windmill, cars, airplanes. But what if a manual windmill isn't fun anymore? What if a car used to be pushed around manually can start running automatically? What if an airplane flies, but its propellers are moving? Would you like me to show you how to install motor so they can start running automatically? Okay, so pay attention now. I'm gonna show you how to install motors. Listen to me. If you are really great at assembling Legos, you can go to department stores and buy this set of 3Q electrical scientific building block. It consists of motors and gears. After you learn to install motors, you'll be an expert. Now let me show you. If you have this set of Lego, first thing you do after you get home is to load two number 3 batteries into the remote control. If you don't know what number 3 batteries are, ask your mom and dad. Load 2 batteries like this, and then we check if the motor works. Let's take out the motor and connect it with the remote control. Listen to whether the motor works. If it moves, then we are certain it works. For example, let me show you. For example, this windmill we have here is made of round tube without motor. Therefore, it's not rotating automatically. First of all, every wheel has a matching lead. Let's cover a wheel with the lid. Do you know the purpose of covering the wheel with the lid? See the bearing I have on my hand. If I stick this bearing tube into the covered wheel, you will see the wheel spinning. But if I uncover the wheel will move despite of the turning tube. Therefore, if you want the wheel to rotate, you must cover it with the lid. For all big wheels and small wheels, they all have their matching lids. Remember to cover those wheels. Second thing is to install the motor with the wheel. Unfortunately, they cannot be connected directly, right? Even though we have connected the bearing tube and covered the wheel with lid, you need to pay attention to how I interlock them together. See this object? It's a joint. Each joint has 4 dots. We need to interlock them and tight. Tight enough so the tube and the wheel do not fall apart. Next, you'll find a socket at the bottom of the motor. Plug the remote control into the socket and turn on the motor to see if it moves forward and backward. If it moves both ways, it works. If you know how to connect all these objects, you can make a lot of features. Let me give you a simple demonstration. For example, this huge windmill I have here. Before, we need to spin it manually. Look here. We are gonna use this kind of tube. Just like I said earlier, you just plug it in the motor and see what it does now. Check it out. Check it out. Okay. Moving forward means it spins clockwise. Backward means counterclockwise. So it's just like the windmill generator in Neverland. I have other finishing features on my hand. Have you ever seen a skyscraper? Have you sit in a Ferris wheel on a skyscraper? You can see very far on a Ferris wheel. But before, you need to spin the Ferris wheel manually. But after you plug in the motor, the Ferris wheel will start spinning automatically when you switch on. You can see it spinning forward and also backward. Have you ever sat on a Ferris wheel spinning backwards? You can keep trying. What else can you make out of this motor? Just need to apply this joint.